Good afternoon, YouTube. Joel here from the CryptoByte team, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about MoneroV, a hard fork of Monero, and it's basically a potential scam, or at least some people are claiming it to be, and you should be careful and do your own diligence with investing into it. But this cryptocurrency is basically one of the reasons why Monero, the current Monero cryptocurrency, is increasing in price by a lot as a reason. So let's just check it out real quick. So MoneroV, a hard fork of Monero, is going to be made available in about 8 days, 10 hours, which is the 14th of March. And it's aiming to do the same thing that Monero is pretty much doing itself. It's aiming to be the best private digital currency in the world. And MoneroV fulfills a long overdue desire for a truly anonymous, decentralized, finite, peer-to-peer electronic currency. And individuals and businesses can transact securely, reliably, anonymously with low fees using MoneroV. And basically, all Monero holders as of block 101,529,810 will be all owners of MoneroV. And the MoneroV community looks forward to welcoming users, enthusiasts, and contributors to further enhance the development of MoneroV. So I'm assuming that could mean that it's open source or just they like to take people's opinions. I'm not too sure. But it's secure, scalable, and private, which it's definitely secure already, but the scalability is in development using this Mimblewimble protocol, and it's private, which is already featured as well. So it's secure and private using the same kind of features that the original its parent coin Monero has. So that's cool to hear. And we can look at the specs. The coin supply is capped at 256 million XMV. And Monero, I believe, had around 15 million. I'm not too sure. I actually have a comparison right here. So this is MoneroV and the Monero comparison from the MoneroV white paper or the roadmap. And the coin supply for MoneroV is 256 million, so it won't go any higher. And then the Monero basically is infinite because they can increase the supply based on consensus. And coins in circulation at the hard fork is 158 million XMV, so this is the amount that'll be made available through airdrops, I believe. And Monero in present has 15.8 million. And so I believe XMR Monero is worth around 320 something in present, and we'll actually look at a little chart in just a moment. And so the emissions are a little bit higher with MoneroV, which will change in time, while the Monero is just 0.6 XMR. But everything can change based on its supply, and the starting block is 1 million, as we stated before, and Monero started on the 0 block because Monero basically created itself, so it started on Genesis, and our block intervals are 120 seconds, so all the rest are the same. But the proof of work algorithm for MoneroV is CryptoNight in present, but it does say it is going to change. If I can see over here, proof of work CryptoNight to be changed. So basically, in present, it's a mineable cryptocurrency, but they are going to change it to something else, or so they say so. And you can get Monero via airdrop, and this is due to if you hold Monero coins. So basically, you receive 10 times your holdings in MoneroV based on the amount of Monero you have. And so what is MoneroV? Let's just look at the frequently asked questions, which will cover most of our questions about MoneroV. And so MoneroV is private, untraceable, finite, and secure. We're just basically repeating what we've read before. And how is MoneroV different from Monero? Among other differences, MoneroV has a limited supply of coins while Monero's coin supply is infinite, as stated before, and MoneroV will implement new protocols that will solve scaling issues facing Monero and other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. And you can read more details in the roadmap. And that's the white paper that we're looking at before. But basically, they're going to be using a different protocol, which is the Mimblewimble protocol, to solve the scalability issues that Monero has in place, and we've yet to see that as it is still developing. And we're not even too sure if it will actually bring something like that out, because this could potentially be a scam. And does anyone who holds Monero prior to the fork that will be occurring on the 14th of March will be an owner of MoneroV and will receive 10 times the Monero amount as MoneroV that they have. So whatever you've got in Monero, times it by 10 and you'll have that much. So if you hold one Monero coin, you'll have 10 after the fork. So that's pretty cool. And if a third party stores your Monero coins, like example in an exchange, you'll need to acquire to get your MoneroV. So that's interesting. But that's how you basically suss it out. So there's some way where you state your Monero and they'll give you MoneroV in exchange. And so what does MoneroV have to offer? It's an advanced privacy coin with extra add-ons, more governance, less spam, and botnet mining. Our development team works on several key features such as the Mimblewimble protocol integration, sidechain support, and spam elimination and more. So they're basically looking at issues that Monero is encountering and they're just trying to solve it. So we can kind of assume that this cryptocurrency is not trying to work with Monero, it's trying to take it over completely. And it is quite interesting that they're trying to take people away using this airdrop method as Litecoin Cash. So again, it used Monero in the name, which kind of suggests that it could be a scam. Obviously, when they do put Monero as or any cryptocurrency that's forking off a parent coin, and they do include the name of the parent coin in, they usually will always do this reward of like the 10 times they're holding kind of thing to get people to come in and accept this cryptocurrency, and also get free MoneroV, or whatever the cryptocurrency is, the forked coin I should say. And they've already got some information here, and if you can join in the product. Oh, so it is open source because you can check out the GitHub and check out the code. So that's good to hear. So people can check out the code and to see whether it's scammy or if it's not, or if there's actually some legit changes. And so looking at this article, it tells us MoneroV, why the Monero hard fork is most likely a scam. So this article is telling us pretty much all we need to know whether MoneroV is a scam or not. And so looking through, we can basically look at the introduction. So the price of XMR has spiked 30.12% in the past week, with investors buying up Monero in anticipation of receiving free XMV coins. So it's that times 10 returns. But what is MoneroV all about? Is it worth buying into the hard fork to receive your free coins? We take a closer look at the project and uncover some shady practices surrounding MoneroV. So again, when it comes down to anything in life, if it's free, it's most likely a scam because nothing actually does come free. So looking through, what is MoneroV about? It's the same as Monero, and we did describe that just later before. And so why is MoneroV being labeled as a scam? And here are some of the key issues. So the date of the fork, every 6 months or so, the Monero developers update the protocol through a scheduled hard fork. Due to 100% consensus, new coins are generated, and the next update will address the issues of mining centralizations and when it is scheduled for March. So that's basically just a little bit of information, but it is suspicious that MoneroV hard fork has been scheduled for the same date, and it is likely this was done to cause confusion in the community because there was no need for MoneroV to be released during the fork, is what it's saying. So it is a bit suspicious, and it could be done just to cause confusion and kind of direct eyes away from the bigger issues that MoneroV has out in the open, which we should be covering. So there's no exchange support, and in the FAQ on MoneroV website it states that no exchanges have announced support for XMV, and if it is viewed as legitimate, would exchanges not support it? So exchanges in present don't support it, but I mean they could in future, so that's just something that can change in time. And no support from Monero. It says in the FAQ that the Monero web wallet will support the hard fork. However, in the recent blog post from the Monero team states explicitly that they will not support any non-native hard forks. And they also got to state that they see MoneroV as hazardous to users. More on this below. And I actually do have some of the Monero team tweeting about this, so we'll check that very soon. And private keys needed to claim MoneroV. So currently the only way to claim your coins after the fork is by entering your private keys into the closed secured MoneroV wallet, with the team claiming they will only release their compiled wallet after the fork. This is a big red flag. Okay, so yeah, this should explain it here. This is a big red flag for a couple of reasons, both of which are detailed by the Monero team. Firstly, the wallet could be recording all private keys entered, allowing your XMR to be stolen. Secondly, it could also be used to expose details about the anonymous Monero blockchain, allowing the attackers to expose Monero users' identities. And obviously the main one is that your XMR can be stolen and whatever else resides in that wallet. And so there is a pre-mine, which MoneroV has a 10% pre-mine, which is often identified with pump and dump scams where developers hype up a hard fork in order to profit from it. So that's normal. And the anonymous team, whilst much of the Monero team are anonymous, a project with this many uncertainties cannot get away with having no accountability. They could get away. So basically, they're so anonymous that if they do an exit scam, we won't be able to point the fingers at anyone else because they're basically anonymous. And a lot of these three definitely do mean the most because the team's anonymous, so there's no transparency in terms of the team and who's working with it. The pre-mine, which is the hype, which makes people want to basically get into the cryptocurrency so they can exit scam with a few 100,000 to a few million in profit. If they do, just leave straight away. And the private keys needed to claim the MoneroV. This is the main issue. And so once you put those private keys in to get the MoneroV, or your XMR could potentially be stolen, or your user details are made public or just exposed, and you have no privacy anymore. So that's terrible. And what Monero users can do to protect their privacy, basically stay away from this cryptocurrency. So that should be it. And we have some tweets here from the MoneroV team, and they're talking about other scams. This is the MoneroV, but Ricardo Spangi, which is the former idea leader of Monero, he said, in answer to the question, does my Monero support MoneroV and other scam forks? Okay, let's check out this article here. What does it say? It basically says beware of non-native forks Monero. So everyone on the Monero team of the actual Monero coin say just any fork of this cryptocurrency could be potentially dangerous, and you should watch out because it's most likely a scam. And the reasons here are pretty solid reasons why. So if you're willing to take the risk and you believe in MoneroV, go ahead and invest into it. But or give out your private keys, it's up to you. But there's a good chance that it could be a scam. And obviously do your own diligence. It's up to you, because if this coin does actually pick up, you might gain some solid profit, although there isn't a very good chance, because if anything, MoneroV will pump and dump in price, because everyone will get the free MoneroV and they'll sell it immediately because they're scared of obviously the volatility of the cryptocurrency itself, and all that jazz. So that's all I've got for this video. So again, do your own diligence and invest if you like, but this cryptocurrency, in my opinion, most likely is a scam because everything's so shady in the way it is, and I doubt you'd actually generate a large amount of profit from it. So there's safer investments out there, and that's all I've got for this video. So if you liked the video, hit a like, and if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. And cheers.